Adam here from the Walser Automotive Group, and what I want to do today is take you on a test drive. And this is the 2023 Jeep Renegade. So we'll look at the interior, some of the exterior features, and see if this might just be the perfect little crossover SUV for you. Okay, so now that we're inside the Jeep Renegade, let's go for a little spin around. Now let's start with the engine and transmission. This is a 1.3 liter turbocharged engine, and that's going to be paired to a 9-speed automatic transmission. So that's going to help you get the best possible fuel economy. So I've been driving the Renegade around a little bit today, and I find myself kind of liking this little car. It's super easy to drive, right? Some of the SUVs feel so large and it's hard to see out of them. You can see everything out of this car. The windows are great in here. I really noticed there's no blind spots, which is cool. There's these little side windows that really help, and the windshield feels huge. So if you've ever been in some of the smaller SUVs where it's very kind of sharp and aggressive, it's hard to see, this one, I didn't get that at all. And this one also is going to have blind spot monitoring. It's going to have an adaptive cruise control system. So there's a bunch of really cool features in here, as well as a host of safety features that's going to make sure you're safe when you're on the open road. It is a 4x4 vehicle, so what that means is come the Minnesota wintertime, if you've ever been stuck in your alley or stuck trying to get across an intersection, this vehicle isn't going to have that. And it's also got a snow, sand, and mud mode and a 4-wheel drive lock. So when the weather gets bad, or if you're doing a little bit of off-roading, this is going to be more than capable to get you through any of that inclement weather. Or like I said, if you're doing a little bit of maybe gravel road or camping, you got a little bit of a tough hill you got to get up, this vehicle is definitely going to get that done because it is still part of the Jeep lineup and it's very capable off-road. Now let's talk about the infotainment system in here. It's a great size. So this one does have the onboard navigation. It's also going to house your heated seats and your heated steering wheel. So like I said, come wintertime, that's going to be an awesome feature that you're definitely going to love having in here. Plus, this one also is going to have the remote start. So that's going to have everything nice and toasty for you when you hop in and make it super comfortable. But like I said, there's also navigation. The backup camera in here is great. That's going to help you out in a pinch. And there also is parking sonar. So the little screen in the center here will let you know when you start getting close to stuff, just to make sure you're not bumping into anybody. If you're at that busy grocery store or shopping mall, that is an awesome feature to have there. But I mean, really, now that I'm on the open road, it's comfortable. I mean, the seats are good. And like I said, they're heated, which is really nice for the wintertime. The car just kind of scoots along. I mean, you put your foot down, and it's a pretty zippy little thing. I thought, 1.3 liter, okay, sure, they're just putting a small little Econobox motor in to get you some great fuel economy. But this car doesn't weigh a lot, and it's got a little zippiness to it, and it is fun to drive. It almost feels like a little go-kart. Like I said, it's got a nice seating position in here. You can see everything, you can feel everything, and I like the steering wheel, again, which is also heated. It's got all your controls you could ever want in here for your radio, your cruise control, all that good stuff. Just makes it easy, fun. This is a very daily livable car. So a few of the other things as far as the exterior styling is going to be concerned, there's a lot of different colors you can pick. There's cool wheels. There's a lot of ways you can make it. I mean, this car starts around the mid $20,000 range, and this is going to be the Limited. So obviously this is going to have all the good stuff in here, so it does get a little bit more expensive. But, from mid 20s to mid 30s, it's a lot of car for the money. I think the average new car price right now is something like over $40,000. So if you could start in one of these vehicles for, like I said, in the mid 20s, it's a lot of car for the money. It's going to get you good fuel economy. It's going to be safe through the winter time. It's going to keep you or maybe your kids driving the car. I mean, they're not going to get in a ton of trouble because it's not super fast, and it does have all the safety equipment in here you've come to, expect out of a higher end vehicle. So one of the other things, if you're not great at parking, parallel parking, standard parking, this has a little button with a P and a steering wheel on it. And when you press that, it's actually going to start looking for a parking spot for you, and it's going to help you back in or parallel into that spot. We've all been there, forward and back 100 times, and it's really uncomfortable and everyone feels like they're watching you. But this vehicle has that cool parking assist system, so that's gonna help you out in a pinch. Maybe you live downtown, or if you're just anywhere you really need to park, you just set it, you'll see it on the little digital display here, and it's gonna help you get into that spot, which is an awesome feature. So there's also a lot of cool little styling things, like the speakers have what looks like the old school Jeep emblem on them, and it does actually have a decent sound system in here. there's a lot of good equipment in this vehicle for this price point. I know it's a pretty kind of steep competition when you're looking at mid-size SUVs or smaller even crossover SUVs. Things like the Kia Soul, or maybe if you're looking at the Honda HR-V, there's a lot of pretty good vehicles in this class. But I think this Renegade, as far as visibility and drive and, you know, fuel economy, they're all going to be pretty similar. But if you like the style and you like the sure-footedness of Jeep's 4x4 system, this is absolutely one you got to get out, take it for a spin, and see what you think. So that was just a quick look at the all-new Jeep Renegade. Now, if you have questions or want to take one for a spin for yourself, you can visit us online at walser.com or stop by anytime. We'd be more than happy to help. Thanks for watching.